Hello, Kat here again. Thanks for joining me. Today I am going to give you video number 2 for my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and feel free to share with your friends. So a little bit of a catch up. Please, if you haven't watched the first video, do that. That's just a basic intro into a little bit of who I am and why I am doing the videos. But basically, I realized I liked women after being married 11 years, being with my husband at the time for 14 years. And basically, I talked to him and I said, I think I like women and I need to figure this out. So we started to have an open marriage and I started to date women. So the purpose of this video is basically to talk to you about what transpired next, and a little bit of how difficult that road was for me and how I got through it. And feel free to ask questions, and I can post other videos to dive deeper into a specific topic if you'd like, because this is just going to touch on it because I don't like to make these videos crazy long. So it was really, really hard for me because I felt like I was kind of living two lives. So on one side, I started dating women and I really liked it. It was like I was free and open, and like the weight of the world had been lifted. Like I had anchors on me forever, and I was finally free, and it felt awesome. And I'm not talking about marriage free. It had nothing to do with being married. It was my life, and I was like breathing for the first time, so that just felt amazing. So on one side, it felt like I can breathe, and I was just felt so great. And then on the other side, I felt the weight of the world. So it was so conflicting for me. I was still married. I had 2 young children. And I feel very strongly to my commitments, my vows of my marriage, and I was in a huge bind, and I felt that struggle, and I felt that weight. So it was a very, very hard dichotomy for me, and it was taking a huge toll on my body. I was traveling a lot for work at the time, and I run clinical trials for a living, and I was actually running a preeclampsia trial. So I was in lots of hospital settings and working with some hypertension nurses and such. And at one point I didn't feel well and I had a headache and such. So they took my blood pressure. I was down in Little Rock, Arkansas at the time, and my blood pressure was 178 over 110. And they're like, you need to sit down or we're going to have to admit you. So I was already sitting down, obviously, but you're going to need to stay here for a little while. And they monitored me for hours, and it did settle down. But it was just a shock to me that for somebody relatively as healthy as I was, that my blood pressure could be so high. And that's scary. I mean, that's stress. I mean, and it really was an eye-opening to me that life and things you're going through in life can really make that much of an impact, can actually hurt you. That's like, a few more points up. I mean, we're talking, it could, add 10 more points or 20 more points in that stroke level. So that's scary. That's scary stuff. I started seeing a therapist, and I needed help to talk through all of this. I needed help to figure this out. I also saw my physician, and I got on anxiety meds and such because I couldn't do this alone. So it was hard. So I was becoming more irritable at home, irritable with my kids, less patient, more distant, fulfilling my duties as a mom, but not being a mom. It was really sad, actually. I get kind of sad just even thinking about where I was then. Feeling really alone and desperate for answers. And I was dating the women and liking it, but not convinced that I was gay. Like I like it, but do I like it enough to break up my entire family? You know, is it just a phase? Am I really gay? Is it like, what do I do? And so I was seeing this therapist over and over again, and she really helped me to see what she saw when I first walked in the door, which all of my friends see all the time, is, Kat, you're really gay. And she really helped me see it and have confidence in it. And I am so grateful for her and her walking me through that, because that's really what I needed to see and needed to feel, is that confidence in myself, to believe who I was, and to believe that it's gonna be okay, to believe that, to have conviction in your purpose, and to know that if you're doing the right thing and you're looking out for the right people in your life, your kids, then it's gonna be all right. And you know, at the end of the day, it has been okay and such. And you know, fast forward a few years now, and you know, I've been off medication for well over a year now. I just had a checkup the other day, and my blood pressure is amazing. You know, it's like, I think it was like 112/68 or something like that. It's been fantastic, and it's just I've come full circle with it. It's just amazing. So, but I wanted to share that with you because I think it was very much of a huge struggle living two lives. So people think, oh, you have an open marriage, things are great. And for some people it is. But for me, that open marriage piece was, I was trying to figure it out, and it was like, oh, great. Oh my God. So you have like, you're the weight of the world lifted in one piece, and the weight of the world like smashed down on you in another. And wow, that was a really tough time for me, and such, but a necessary time for me to figure things out. So I wanted to share that with you. Please, you know, if you have questions, you want me to dive into something a little bit more deeper, I'm happy to do that. And if you want me to discuss any specific topic moving forward, definitely happy to do that as well. Have a great day. If you like this, definitely subscribe. Take care.